Brightest day, and blackest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light!
Hey guys, it's StarrySky, and welcome to my Hard Light DPS guide part 4. And now in this part of my DPS guide, I'm going to be showing you how to incorporate Whirling dervish into your Hard Light combo. Now this is the skill that has everyone saying, what is the Hard Light light show? You know, all it is the animation of Whirling dervish when you have the rifle equipped, and that's the animation that appears to other players when you use Whirling dervish. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. It's not extra damage, it's just the animation you get, but it only works with the rifle. Okay, so Whirling dervish is from the super speed movement tree, and pretty much what it is, it's a close range AoE which can be clipped with pretty much anything, and it's a 50% damage modder. So currently at this moment in time it is very overpowered, but it wouldn't surprise me if they nerf it in the future. But at the moment we can incorporate it into pretty much any powers rotation. So pretty much what Whirling dervish is on my number 3 on my reload out, which has the same symbol as fan, and all it is this. So if you're not super speed, then you pretty much can't have it as your in your rotation. And Whirling dervish does about 9-10 ticks of damage, even when you clip it, and the damage isn't split, so it hits everything for the same damage. So you get a lot of damage from it. Okay, so there are several good and bad points to it. Whirling dervish is 50% damage modifier, damage doesn't split, and it can be clipped. So that's some of the good points. Bad points are it's melee. If you try and clip it, if you get the timing wrong, the following attack you try to do gets messed up. It just won't let you do it for some reason. So the timing of it is very important. And with Whirling dervish you pretty much have to use a melee combo, because that's how you maximize the damage you get from it. So if you want the light show, equip the rifle, but if you don't, equip a melee weapon and you'll get 15% extra weapon attack damage from it. So now that we've cleared up all the good and bad points, we can pretty much move on to how do we put it in our melee combo. Now the melee combo is pretty much the one I use from the Hard Light DPS guide part 3, which is in the description. And all that is in the description is light claws into claw smash, and then claw smash is clipped with ram into whip thrash, and then you repeat. So all that combo is pretty much just light claws, and that's all the combo we use inside Whirling dervish. Now Whirling dervish can be incorporated into 3 different parts of the combo itself. Now if you want, you can start it at the beginning, put it in the middle just as you're clipping claw smash or pound, whatever you like to call it, or you can incorporate it at the end and then start the incorporation over again. But the easiest way I find to do it is to start it at the beginning, so then the time Whirling dervish is doing and the cooldown time, which is about 5 seconds, you should be able to do about 2 rotations of your normal combo, and then you'll start Whirling dervish from the beginning of the game. So the 2 ways to start the Whirling dervish combo is, there's one which requires more timing and it's a bit more of a pain, or there's an easier way, which personally I find is better because it's more AoE based at the start. Okay, now the only problem with this one is it's very power heavy, and I think I don't have enough power pool to do the whole combo, so I'm going to have to do bit by bit to show you. Okay, so the first of all is we want to do Whirling Dervish, and the hard way to clip it is with light claws, and then followed by that we're going to claw pound or smash, and then we're going to clip claw pound with ram into whip thrash, and then we'll clip whip thrash with light claws into claw pound again, and so forth. When we've done it twice, we start Whirling Dervish over again. So at the start, what we want to do is we want to do Whirling Dervish and then use light claws. But I will show you what I mean by if you get the timing wrong, the claw pound won't work. So literally, if we go Whirling Dervish straight into claw smash, and then as you see, I held the left melee to do claw pound, but it didn't work. That's something to do with Whirling Dervish. I don't know why it does it, but it's all down to do with the timing. So if you immediately do Whirling Dervish and then try clipping it straight away with light claws, you won't be able to do the claw pound. So a way around that is if you do Whirling Dervish, count 1, which is literally 1 second, and then do light claws into claw smash, it works. So see what I mean now? Whirling Dervish, 1, light claws, and you get the claw smash. See, it's all about the timing. So, as you saw then, what we did was Whirling Dervish, then we pressed light claws on the loadout to clip it, and then we held melee to get a claw pound. So again, we want to go Whirling Dervish, count 1, light claws into claw smash. 1, and there we go. So that's the beginning part of that one. So what we want to do straight off of that is, instead of getting the animation of claw pound, we want to cut it by using ram on the loadout, which I will show you. Okay, so it's Whirling Dervish, let me count 1, light claws, then we hold melee for claw pound, and then we cut it with ram from our loadout. So it's Whirling Dervish, 1, claws, swing. So that's pretty much what it's going to be like when we cut the animation. But as you saw some of the animation from claw pound. But what we want to do is we want to completely cut that out. So it's going to be Whirling Dervish, 1, like claws, claw pound, and then ram. So as you see there, we cut the animation of claw pound, but we still get the damage. That will allow us to do 2 rotations and to maximize the damage you get. So next part after when we press ram is we want to tap the left melee to get whip thrash, which will look something like this. So it'll be Whirling Dervish, count 1, light claws, and then we hold melee for claw pound, but then we cut claw pound with ram, and then as soon as we've done ram, we tap the left melee to get whip thrash, which I hope if I have enough power should look something like this. So Whirling Dervish, 1, claw pound, ram, whirling, and whip thrash, which will look like that. So at the end of that, what we want to do is we want to completely cut the animation out of whip thrash. So all we do again with that is we just start the combo rotation over again. So as soon as we've done whip thrash, we press the light claws on the loadout again to cut whip thrash, and then we just start the combo from scratch. So it's pretty much Whirling Dervish, count 1, light claws into claw pound, claw pound with ram. Then we tap melee for the whip thrash, but then instead of getting the whip thrash, we press claw straight away, and we cut whip thrash's animation, but we still get the damage. So we can do that twice while Whirling Dervish is on rotation, is on cooldown, and then when we've done the 2, we press Whirling Dervish again, and then we start the rogue combo rotation over again. So pretty much that is the combo, and you'll get the light show of the grenade spam literally just from the, if you have the rifle equipped, to do with Whirling Dervish That's all that is. But if you don't want the light show, equip a melee weapon to get the 50% extra critical attack damage. So, pretty much, the combo once again is Whirling dervish, count 1, then light claws from the loadout to cut it, and then we hold the left melee for claw pound. But as soon as we've done that, we press ram to cut claw pound, and then we tap melee on the left, on our left click to get whip thrash. But then you press light claws on our loadout again to cut whip thrash to do the rotation over again. Now, if I have enough power, I will attempt to do the whole combo. I mean, attempt. Okay. So this is what the combo whole like. So it's Whirling dervish, 1 light claws, claw pound, ram, and then light claws at the end. I just saw had a minimal amount of the whip thrash. Because sometimes if you do the combo very quick enough, if you're experienced enough as it is, you can do the whole combo quicker than the cooldown of light claws, so you get a tiny bit of animation. But it's not much though, because of the cooldown on light claws isn't long. So once again, this combo is melee based and AoE, so it does an incredible amount of damage but uses up a ton amount of power. It's very difficult to use it in solo content or even duos unless you've got a controller powering you. Personally, I only try to use this combo in raids. So the combo once again is Whirling dervish, count 1, then light claws, then hold melee for claw pound. But as soon as you hold melee for claw pound, you press ram from your loadout to cut the animation but still get the damage. And then as soon as you've pressed ram, you tap melee to get whip thrash. And then as soon as we don't want to get the animation from whip thrash, but as soon as you've tapped melee, you press the light claws from your loadout to cut the animation of whip thrash. And then you just pretty much repeat the combo twice while Whirling dervish is on cooldown, and then when it's finished, we do Whirling dervish and then the combo all over again. So it's Whirling dervish, 1, light claws, claw pound, ram, cut animation. And as you can see, it pretty much run out of power that quick. Okay, now that's the difficult way of doing it. If you have problems with getting the timing of Whirling dervish, if you don't want to do Whirling dervish and then count 1, there is an easy way of doing it, so you don't have to do that. Which is Whirling dervish, and then press ram, and then it's ram into whip thrash. But instead of whip thrash, we press light claws to cut whip thrash, and then we go claw, and then there's light claws into claw pound. But then we repeat the combo all over again twice. So I'll show what I mean. But the easy way to do it is we just don't have to count or wait for any time. It's literally Whirling dervish and then ram. Now the reason why this is easier for is because for some reason this doesn't mess up the timing to do with the secondary attack. So you can go Whirling dervish, ram, and then immediately press whip thrash, and it will allow you to do it instead of somehow messing it up. So literally it's Whirling dervish, ram, whip thrash. As you see, sometimes you get the double ram effect, which is very nice. See, you didn't even have to wait for you didn't have to count to 1 at all or mess up any timing. So literally Whirling dervish and ram, left tap for whip thrash, which is very nice and allows you to get more AoE instead of having to go light claws, which is single attack. So once we've done that, we want to do light claws into claw pound, which I will show you without cutting the animation, and then I will show you with cutting the animation. So it's Whirling dervish, ram, whip thrash, and then light claws into claw pound. As you can see, that's a lot more manageable and it's a lot more AoE at the start, since Ram's AoE, Whip Thrash's AoE, and then you just cut and Whip Thrash with Light Claws into Claw Pound. So, once again, Whirling Dervish, Ram, Whip Thrash, Light Claws, into Claw Pound. That's the combo. But what we want to do now is we want to cut Whip Thrash with Light Claws, and then as soon as we do Claw Pound, we want to cut it with Ram and start the combo all over again. So okay. So what we do is we do Whirling Dervish, tap melee, and then Light Claws. Now as you see, we didn't see any Whip Thrash then, because I used the Light Claws to cut the animation, but I still got all the damage. So what that was Whirling Dervish, then Ram, left tap for Whip Thrash, sorry, left melee tap for Whip Thrash, and then we press the Light Claws from the loadout to cut the animation of Whip Thrash. So that is Whirling Dervish, Ram, Whip Thrash, Light Claws. Now, that was back to I didn't mean to do Snap Trap. But as you can see, I pretty much cut Whip Thrash with Light Claws, and instead of doing Claw Pound, I cut it with Ram. So what we want to do is Whirling Dervish, then Ram, left tap for Whip Thrash, and then we press Light Claws from the loadout, and then hold melee for Claw Pound. But we want to cut Claw Pound with Ram, and I'm hoping I have enough power to do it. That's pretty much what the combo looks like with cutting it. So once again, it is Whirling Dervish. That's pretty much what your combo looks like when you're clipping all the animation. Quick, fast, and tons of AoE. And you can do that twice while Whirling Dervish on cooldown, and then repeat. Once again, Whirling Dervish, Ram, Whip Thrash, Light Claws into Claw Pound, Ram. Do that twice, and then use Whirling Dervish. As you can see, just doing that one rotation almost depleted my whole power bar. That's why I tried to only use it during raids. So once again, both ways of doing it is Whirling Dervish and then Light Claws into Claw Smash, and then Ram into Whip Thrash. But this one you have to get the timing right, so you want to do Whirling Dervish, count 1, Light Claws into Claw Pound. And as you can see, there's a light show animation. Sometimes it does appear for you to see, which is very cool, but it can get very frustrating if there's tons of ads and they're all getting hit, you can't see what you're doing. So once again, the Light Claw one is Whirling Dervish, cut it with Light Claws, but count 1 first, then hold melee for Claw Pound. As soon as you've done that, cut Claw Pound with Ram, and then into Whip Thrash, and then use Light Claws all over again. So as you can see, it's very power heavy, but does so much damage. And then the easier one is Whirling Dervish, clip it with Ram, into Whip Thrash. So Whirling Dervish, then Ram from the loadout, tap melee for Whip Thrash, and then Claws from the loadout to clip the animation of Whip Thrash, and then hold melee for Claw Pound. But as soon as you've done that, you use Ram to clip Claw Pound. So Whirling Dervish, Ram, Whip Thrash, clip, Claw Pound, and it's just sort of completely clipped most of it, and I got the damage of Whirling Dervish, all the skills, and I even got the double animation of Ram. So it's pretty much let's do that twice. So if you can imagine, I've already started Whirling Dervish. Then all you pretty much can do is just do Ram, Whip Rash, Black Claws into Claw Pound. But obviously I would have had Whirling Dervish going. I just don't have enough power to do the whole combo twice and then show you all. So I hope this hard light DPS guide will help any new or current hard light DPS with your improvement of your skills and the introduction to Whirling Dervish into your loadouts. So until next time guys, thanks for watching.